Welcome to Simply Organized with Cassandra. Today we're going to be talking about tip number 1, which is using the autofill feature in Google Sheets. I use this feature quite often when I'm organizing student data in my classroom. So one way I do this is I do assign each student a cell phone holder at the beginning of the school year. And so like already having this set up for yourself to assign to students kind of makes it quick and seamless. So we're going to start by showing how to automatically number your sheet. So you would need to fill in your two numbers first. And so you can use this to assign cell phone number holders to students. You can do it just to number your students. You can use this in multiple different ways. But make sure as you go to your numbers that you highlight your 1 and your 2. And so you're going to take this little square in the bottom right-hand corner and you're going to drag it down to wherever you want your numbering to stop. So I'm going to drag that to the end of my student roster that I have listed, and it numbers automatically in the same increments that I started with the 1 and the 2. And so it numbers down to 6. So that's one way that you can number. Or you can, again, make sure 1 and 2 are highlighted, and the same box that you just drug down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can double click and it's going to automatically populate your data and fill it into the end of your data. It automatically stops wherever your data stops. So we can do it to automatically number for us, but we can also do the same thing with formulas. So I have a sum formula for this first student. And so I can, again, go to this bottom right-hand corner. There's a little box. I can drag it down to the end of the data, and it's going to find the sum for each one of my students that's listed in my spreadsheet. Or I can double click on that bottom right-hand box, and it's automatically going to fill in the sum for each student. That's where my data ends at. And then I can do the same thing for average. I have the average calculated for the first student. I can drag it down at that bottom right-hand square is one option, or I can double click and it automatically fills in to the end of my data. So this is just a quick tip for you to use the autofill option as you're setting up and organizing your student data for your classroom.